Alright, aloha everyone. You're looking at Punalu'u Beach. So not to be confused with the black sand beach that's named Punalu'u on the Big Island. This is on Oahu. So this episode I'm doing is more of a podcast style. I got a new drone, so I'll just go over the area, talk a little bit about the history, things to do, some animals I saw, and end with some good food. So here's where it is. It's on a small rock out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. But really it's located on the east side of Oahu, which is the windward side, as opposed to the leeward side. So what happens is winds sweep through the clouds into the mountains, it rains and then leaves dry clouds for the other side. So that's why those are named that way. So I stumbled upon this spot while looking for a place to kayak, and I tried Chinaman's Hat, which is a popular spot further south. It was on a Saturday, so it's pretty crowded. So instead I headed up the road, found an empty spot, and yeah, tried out my kayak, and it was a good spot. So great spot to kayak. So we'll look at the sunrise. This is a beautiful ocean. This is the first takeoff of the drone. I'll show you the comparison between my iPhone camera and the drone camera in the sun. Mine's an iPhone 13, not the greatest camera, but you'll still see the difference even though the times are slightly different as well. There's a couple hanging out in a car nearby. They're listening to Hawaiian music. You'll see that a lot here. They'll park their cars and just turn the music up. I like it, but if that's not your thing, I understand. So look at these waves, beautiful blue gloss color. You'll see them bigger out in the distance. It can get shallow in this area. So in the summertime, the waves are smaller. And then in the winter, it can get pretty rough. Most of the time it depends on the wind direction, so if heavy winds are heading towards the island, expect it to be choppy. So this is the general surrounding area. In the back you got the Ko'olau Mountains. So Ko'olau means windward in Hawaiian, and basically what you're seeing is that wall of mountain is what remains of half of a volcano. So in the distance, you'll see that mountain. That's Crouching Lion. That's a popular place to hike. And then the small island out there is the Mokumanu Seabird Sanctuary. So you're not allowed to go out there, but a good place for birds to rest, stay away from humans. And then just beside that is a marine base. So in the back, you got a great jungle area. This is where a lot of rice plantations are, and I believe they also grow taro. The best way to explain that is what taro is it's a Asian potato. So traffic out here can get pretty bad just depending on the time of day. This is Kamehameha Highway, basically one-way road along the coastline, which is really cool. And then what I like is that the waves can crash over the rocks onto the road. So beautiful scenic road to drive through, and if you get lucky, the waves will crash right on you. So just to talk about a little bit about the history, Punalu'u, so the name, so in dealing with the Hawaiian language, I think a lot of other languages are similar, but basically one place name might carry multiple meanings. So the word Punalu'u, the word puna means coral or lime. The lime referring to if you grind the coral up, it creates this lime powder, and they used it for food and stuff. So puna means coral or lime, and then lu'u means to dive. So you're basically diving for coral. I've also read that it's could mean like freshwater spring. So you're diving in a freshwater spring. So yeah, multiple meanings there that just mean you're diving for coral or fresh water. So this place, a lot of Chinese immigrants came for rice farming in the 19th century. So I didn't see too many mentions of any like major chiefs or rulers in this area, but it was more for developing agriculture. So they dug a lot of ditches to help the streams and basically create a large food sustainability area. So that's why it's not very developed today. It's still a good farming area. So this place is a good place to fish. I saw probably 9 or 10 people out. You stick your large poles out and then you sit on the beach and hang out while you wait for a catch. I did not see anyone catch anything though, so despite all the fishermen that were there, I did not see anyone catch anything. Doesn't mean it's not a good spot. I did read that this is a good place to fish for octopus. So because of the shallow and good coral area, they like to hide in this area. So good for fishing octopus. You'll notice a lot of swings here, a lot of different types. So rope, log, tire. So it'll even show on the map that this is a good spot to find the rope swings and the tire swings. There's some good grass area. It's smaller, more for a picnic instead of like throwing a football, but yeah, if you don't like sand everywhere, this is a good spot to kind of sit on the grass and eat. So this video right here, I saw a turtle bob its head up. So I was waiting for a while for it to come back up. Usually it takes about 1 or 2 minutes for the turtles to come back and pop their head up to breathe. So you'll see a couple times where I barely see it. The camera doesn't do it justice. So a couple of different types of birds I saw. One of them was called the Pacific Golden Plover. In Hawaiian they call it kolea. And this means migration, or like a symbol of changing seasons. So if you see a lot of these birds around, it means the seasons are changing. For me, it's hard to notice changing seasons here. I haven't lived here long enough to really notice. It's always the same temperature. I always just wear a t-shirt and shorts. But I think the locals know. I mean, I can also tell from the waves on the North Shore. That's how I know what season it is. Then another bird, one of my personal favorites, the cattle egret. These guys have larger wingspans, larger beak. Super cool. Here's another video of one closer up, because that one was kind of far away. I did see a couple crabs. There was this giant hole. I didn't see this one come out, but there were a bunch of tiny ones. They're really small. They camouflage really well, and they're super fast. So here's a video of that. We'll play it back in slow motion. So the sand, from far away, it looks smooth and golden brown. But when you look at it up close, you can see all the coral. Kind of reminds me of oatmeal. But yeah, super smooth. Lots of coral here. Cool to look at. I also saw a lot of seaweed wash up, and I read that it's edible. Yeah, so in Hawaiian culture, they would mix this with fish dishes. I'd probably just wash it really good first, but yeah, I can't knock it till I try it. What's neat about this area too is there are a lot of bridges and streams. So I read that Punalu'u stream is recognized as one of the more healthy and biologically diverse on Oahu. And they probably mean closer to the mountain instead of the beach. But yeah, the water levels change depending on the waves. Right next to one of these streams, there's this abandoned house. So if you ever need a spot to live here, pretty sure this is open. I'm not sure what the history is behind this, but I figured if I ever become homeless, this is a good spot right across from the beach. While I was laying there, I also saw this cloud of light. Kind of looked like a angel was gonna visit me. So yeah, you'll see the clouds pass by pretty quickly with the trade winds. Because of the shallow area and how much coral there is, swimming can be difficult sometimes. I do see some people swim out there. Snorkeling, not the ideal spot. There are better spots, but I have seen, there's a family from California one time. I saw them bring a cooler and they went out there and snorkeled and caught some fish and brought them back and put them in the cooler. So can do. I did not go in the water this time. So finally, for some food, I went to the Shrimp Shack, which is just down the road, for some food tasting. They got a couple of other restaurants in that area. But yeah, it was super good. I got the coconut shrimp. They have a mango pineapple sauce. It's really delicious. And I also tried their tropical slush. Basically, it's vanilla ice cream. They put the Hawaiian Sun drink, like juice, in there. So, wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I got like the guava strawberry flavor. I noticed that it tasted better when I had less juice in it. So when it was like a third of the way down, it tasted better. It was more of like a guava strawberry milk. So, but yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, great place to eat. So that's pretty much it for Punalu'u Beach. It's a great area, kind of good, relaxing vibes. So let me know if you like this kind of style of video. Stick around to see more footage and tell me if you've been here before, if you're going to add it to your bucket list. So mahalo, and we'll see you next time.